Allergy season is making me crazy. Look at my eyes. Oh boy, I've been scratching the bejeebers out of them. So that stuffy head, congested on the one side, coughing, phlegm, all that stuff. But anyways, that'll be another video. But today I want to talk about a tea that I'm going to make, and this is called a cold infusion. So a cold infusion is when you take your herbs and you let it steep in room temperature or cool water, so that it can extrapolate the nutrients. Some herbs do better with cold water infusions, and it depends what your purpose is as well. I ran out of my hibiscus cold infusion that I made, orange flavored. It's delicious. So I'm making a different blend today. Because my allergies are bad as well, I'll be incorporating a few herbs that are going to help with circulation, help with my nasal sniffles and itchy eyes. So I started with burdock root and rose hip cuts. So these are like the shell or the outer part of the rose hips. What I've done is I pre-steep these in hot water because they are roots and kind of seeds and shells. You need to steep them in warm water for a little while. So I did this it's been about 30 minutes maybe. And so these are going to go in as well. What I'm going to do is put everything in a big jar like this. And I've pre-steeped them. So just a second, we're going to do this. So I went ahead and poured my it's half a cup of infused roots and seeds into my mixture. And now I'm going to add stinging nettle. Stinging nettle is a powerhouse nutrient in minerals. It's high in potassium, iron. It's got a lot of chlorophyll in there, and it's excellent for allergy season because it helps with the sniffle. So I'm going to be adding some of that. Next, I have alfalfa leaf, and this one is packed as well with vitamins and minerals. It has protein, which is nice because sometimes you don't get your full amount of protein. You don't get a ton of it, no, but you will get some benefits as well. It has isoflavonoids, so I'll be putting that one in. I always add my red clovers. I love red clovers. It gives it a nice hue of pink. It is a great blood mover. It is a phytoestrogen for women. It's good for skin, so this one's definitely going in. I'm going to be adding some cleavers as well for lymphatic flow, and that'll help move things along. We've got raspberry leaf. Really good for women, for uterine health. I like the taste of it too. It's a very mild flavor, and it also adds a nice color to the tea, amongst other things. I'm also going to add hibiscus. Now this is the powerhouse of vitamin C. It is excellent for lowering the blood pressure, so be careful if you're on blood pressure meds. I love how it makes the flavor tangy tart, and it gives it a beautiful red color. Now, once that's been infused for a while, I'm going to add my marshmallow root, which is high in mucilage. It's great for gut health. I could also wait till it's room temperature. I will wait 2 hours before I put it in the fridge because there is some hot water still in there. But you don't want to add it to hot water because it's going to lose that ability to create the mucilage, kind of killing off the good stuff, right? So add that at the end. It's always best in a cold infusion too. So that'll be put together. And last but not least is spearmint. And spearmint is excellent for helping with you cooling in the summertime. And again, it's hydrating to the skin. It's got chlorophyll in it. It's a nice minty flavor that we enjoy in the summertime. So I'm going to put all this together into my jar. I just thought of another herb I wanted to add, horsetail. So I have quite a bit of horsetail. I use it quite a bit for my hair rinses. I also make an infusion with it, and I do use it in my teas because it is very high in silica, which helps with collagen production. So I thought I would add this to the blend before I add my water. So I'm going to add my water to it now. So I'm just going to fill as much as I have in the kettle here. It may not fill it to the top, but when you make a cold infusion, when it sits quite a while, it becomes strong as it sits. So that's why I will let it sit a little longer, and it'll have more of a rich flavor to it. So I'm going to give it a good stir, and I'm going to cover it. You can see there's a little steam, so it's too hot right now to add the marshmallow root. I'm going to wait a little bit longer. I'll put a timer on for maybe about 30 minutes and just feel the jar and go from there. So I'm going to cover it. I'm going to use the lid, and I'm just going to turn it upside down, because when you're steeping with the heat, and this is how I kind of speed up my cold infusion, is by allowing the hot water to extrapolate the properties that the cold water can't do. You know, every infusion that you use, whether it's alcohol, whether it's glycerin or water or oils, they will take certain nutrients from the plant itself. So right now I'm going to let it sit and do its thing. And once it cools off, I'm going to add the marshmallow root. Top of the morning to ya. So, had to have a little sippy poo, since I am the shit show supervisor here. So anyways, back to the infusion. I had it steep all night in the fridge, and I let it cool. I strained it, and then I added some cranberries to it, which are floating right now. Look how nice and dark that color is. And I also added the juice of one orange. Now these oranges kind of like had their day there. So normally I would slice them and put them in here, but because they're a little on the older side, I juiced one and put it in here and let it sit. Now this can be drunk straight up, or you can add it to club soda if you want a little fizz to it, or you can dilute it if you find it too strong. If it's not sweet enough, add some honey. If you want to make an electrolytes out of it, you can add some Celtic salt, some trace minerals, a little bit of lemon juice, and boom, you got yourself a nice refreshing drink for the summer. So here it is, a new hibiscus herbal tea infusion. You have yourself a great day. Talk soon. Bye-bye.